Obaseki celebrates as federal government don ready Gidigba to deliver Auchi passport office to immigration service before 2023. Edo State Governor Godwin Obaseki and the Minister for Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, don launch Nigeria Immigration Service (NIS) e-passport for Benin, Asaba and Warri passport offices, and the commissioning of the Passport Production Center for Benin Passport Office, Edo State Command, on Tuesday for Benin City. Governor Obaseki come hail the Minister and President Buhari wey dem take allow the Passport Production Center tanda for Edo, say e go help reduce the application process and e go allow pipo wey dey Delta State to still come use am. Say based on wetin dem don put in place, say passport go dey ready in 6 weeks. Obaseki come praise the minister and other officers for NIS wey dem take admin database for the passport production process wey go help stop yahoo yahoo. E come promise say im government go build the Auchi passport office before the year end.
It's now in my place to thank all of you and welcome you to Edo State to witness the commissioning of the Passport Production Center by the Nigeria Immigration Service Benin and the launch of the enhanced electronic passport. We are very glad to have all of you here, and we are also very, very glad that the President and the Honorable Minister have been gracious enough to allow Edo host a passport production center in acknowledgement of the huge traveling population which we have in our state. This action will not only help ease the application process and the processing and production of passports in our state for use by our residents, but which will also help our brothers in our neighboring Delta State. Every Nigerian who has had to obtain a passport will attest to the fact that the process was hitherto slow, tedious, and plagued by touts and other corrupt practices. I join with the Minister of Interior to say that we are in total solidarity with you to stamp out touting in our passport issuance and administration process in Edo State. We will help hoist billboards and disseminate the information that the service now has an easy process, that you don't really require any help, in quotes, from anybody. You could do it yourself. It has always been an uphill task navigating the application process before now. And as many of us know, there are always complaints of lack of production materials such as booklets. The minister has assured us that this is now a problem of the past. I am very elated that we now have a passport production facility in Edo State, because this will help us in mitigating all these challenges which we hitherto were faced with. The local production of passports will also ensure that value addition is done locally. And speaking with the Honorable Minister on our way here, this process, this new introduction, is also going to create entrepreneurs around this service. They're going to be licensing people with lounges where you can comfortably go, take your passports, the photographs, and these are not outs. They're going to be entrepreneurs who will support the system which they are putting in place. So the fact that they are moving to an electronic base does not mean people will lose jobs. There's also a security dimension to the production of passports. As you know, our passport is also a security document, and it is an important asset. So its production should not be susceptible to compromise in any form. All over the world today, the use of the enhanced passports is becoming almost standard. You go through some borders, some airports, and you sometimes you see people, you don't see immigration officers. You only see a machine, and you're expected to just swipe your passport through that machine, because that enhanced passport is supposed to contain all the information that you need to get into the country. That is where we are going. And Honorable Minister, we want to thank you for your foresight. Well, we are not surprised. It is you. And all the diligent staff you have from the Comptroller General who've made sure that you have moved Nigeria to where it rightly should belong in the Committee of Nations as relates to travels and passports. With the facility which we are commissioning today, we expect the trust and integrity of the production process will be enhanced, and also be certain that there will not be any room for unnecessary delays. The Honorable Minister has assured us, and we have every reason to believe that from what they have put in place today, within the 6-week time frame, we should be able to get our passports if we do all the things that we're supposed to do during the application process. In all of these, I must commend the Nigerian Immigration Service on the integration of the National Identity Number, NINS database, with the passport production process. As the minister said, I bear witness to the fact that this system works. Because a couple of months ago, when I went to renew my passport, the Comptroller General was very nice. And in fact, I must say that he has one of the best offices in Nigeria, except for the ones we are building in Edo State now. And after giving me coffee, he sat me down, and they processed my passport renewal with ease. I thought I was going to get it a few days after. But here I am. I'm supposed to be a VVIP in Nigeria. I kept going back and forth. For almost a week, it didn't come out. Why? Because my NIMSI data has Godwin N. Obaseki. Meanwhile, my application process with the Immigration Service has Godwin Noregase Obaseki. So the system could not produce a passport for me. Until I had to go back to NIMS to change the data in the NIMS database to reflect Godwin Noregase Obaseki. That was when they could issue me my passport. So I bear witness to the fact that that system works. And I am so glad because it will curb a lot of identity fraud which we have in our country today. This is an answer to the call for an integration of all our databases. And Honorable Minister, please use your good offices to push that the NIMS database becomes the central database for which every other data, whether it's passports, whether it's driver's license, whatever data in Nigeria, must have its base in our NIMS database. So that every agency, everybody can know how many people we are, and can also do what they call the KYC, know your customer or know your citizens in Nigeria. I appreciate the Ministry of Interior and NIS for this initiative in establishing a passport production center in our state. And I am committing publicly that the Auchi Passport Office will be built by Edo State before the end of this year, so that we can ease the process of applications, particularly in Edo North, and the production and issuance of passports to Nigerians, those of us who live in Edo State. Once again, I want to thank you. I want to thank the Honorable Minister. I want to thank the Comptroller General and all our gallant immigration officers.
Interior Minister Konya say passport dey very important for Naija pipo as na their identity wey dem dey comot from Naija, and na why dem no dey take the matter play, especially for Edo where demand for passport dey very high. Say for 2022 alone, dem don receive 750,000 passport application, but na 625,000 don collect their passport. Arigbesola come tok say for the new platform, dem fit track the status of the application and get am within the time wey dem fit. Say na the latest technology dem use take build am. E come warn the officers for NIS say anyone wey dem catch dey try rob Naija pipo to get their passport the right way, im go personally deal with am. Say make dem serve Naija pipo wella as na their mission to honour dem. Come beg Naija pipo say make dem report any officer wey go try use dem cash out give ogbonge authorities.
we are committed to changing our perception of service at all levels, not government, at all levels. I'm committed to it. I believe as humans, the minimum we can do when we have opportunities of community service, either at very, very local level or at states, local government, state and federal level, is to give our best to the people. There is this worry about the availability of the passport. So take it home that the Minister of Interior is saying that we are on top of the situation. No cause for alarm at all. And I will get to it in the body of the speech. It gives me great pleasure to be in Benin for the rollout of the enhanced Nigerian passport. Our train has gone to Ibadan for the southwest, then Enugu for the southeast, and now we are here, Benin. It's not south-south as claimed by the controller. No, it's not just that. This is for exclusively, and there's a reason for it. I will explain. This is for Edo and Delta. And the reason why we are concentrating on those two states with this center is because outside Lagos, which understandably has the largest demand for passport in Nigeria, Edo comes next. So Delta is just adjoining it. The demand for passport is next to Lagos, highest in Benin. So it is important that we do this here to take care of Edo and Delta. I will soon go to Port Harcourt to deal with what is left of South-South. So to say this was South-South might not be stating the truth. We will not be accurate. This is just for Edo and Delta because of the huge demand for travel documents here. For those who travel outside Nigeria, the passport is your life. Without a passport, if you're a Nigerian outside, you're a criminal. Simple. And you're not far from going to jail. It is your identity. Without the passport, you are nobody. You are a nobody. It is for this reason that we take it very seriously. President Muhammadu Buhari's charge to us is very clear and explicit. Make life easy as much as possible for every person you have to relate with. And I hope the Nigerian immigration officials are listening to this. This is for you, not for the people who are here. It's for you. And this is my last warning. I'll get to it. I will not, after today's event, I won't want. Whoever disregards any Nigerian, whoever exploits a Nigerian in their quest to get this document will be dealt with very seriously by me, personally by me. Take it. I'm saying it clearly now so that you listen very well and tell others. This is the last time I'm going to warn. Whoever attempts to disrespect a Nigerian seeking this passport legitimately, to exploit a Nigerian seeking this passport legitimately, from today, we have me to contend with very, very seriously and actually. President Muhammadu Buhari's charge to us is very explicit. Make life easy as much as possible for every person, every Nigerian you have to relate with, and remove every hurdle hitherto in their way on getting business done, that is, on getting a passport. That is the charge from the president. Last week, President Buhari expressed concern on report that some Nigerians, especially those abroad, were unable to obtain their Nigerian passports. I share this concern as well. I'm asking, therefore, that the Nigerian Immigration Service do everything within its power to make this a thing of the past. What we are doing here today has removed all obstacles from passport applicants. I have now on this new platform 10,000 passports here. I have 10,000 passport booklets here. on this platform, on this new platform, 10,000 are here. So don't let me hear that there is no booklet, oh, because the minimum you attend to on a daily basis is 100. Your weekly demand is 2,000 on all the stations, Warri, Delta, and Asaba, and here, 2,000. So weekly, what I have here will serve you for 5 weeks. You have no excuse. Every Nigerian desirous of the travel document, passport, should be able to collect it within the stipulated time without any stress whatsoever. Stressing Nigerians to get passport must be a thing of the person. Governor, support me. Put people here to arrest whoever demands for kobo. For the old passport, there are some challenges which we are going to deal with. For this new one, Mr. Governor, support me. Let's rid Nigerians of criminals. There is no basis, and there will be no basis for any applicant not to get the passport within the prescribed time. Unless, let me make this caveat, there's a problem with the application, which you can track now. We have in the system a tracking system. We have on our portals now a tracking mode through which you yourself can track from the confines of your home, office, or anywhere inside your car the status of your application. If there's no problem with your application, you will get your passport within the stipulated time. Our enhanced passport is the real deal in passport making. And I say that very confidently. There can't be a better passport in terms of security, in terms of its compactness, in terms of its durability in the world. This is one of the best in the world. Passport that we are launching now today is one of the best in the world. Our enhanced passport is the real deal in passport making. Today's event is unique in many ways. The most important is making the enhanced e-passport available to the people of Edo and Delta. Real time. The enhanced e-passport comes in various categories, including the 64-page 10-year validity passport, which is quite convenient for frequent travelers. So it's slightly more expensive than the 5-year-old, but it's convenient. So whoever is applying and has the means, apply for 10 years so that you don't have to come back here frequently. For adults, I must clear that. For those whose facial expression can change, even if they apply, they will not be given. If you are too young, that could affect your facial impression within the decade period of the passport, you will not have it because you might be aiding criminality. But our officers know how to deal with it politely. The document is of higher grade with additional 25 security features than the one currently in use. It is polycarbonate in design and therefore water resistant. It cannot be compromised by counterfeiters and identity thieves. One of the challenges we have had in the past was a short window in which there was an unexpected surge in demand from which our system could not cope. But that is clearly behind us now. Our system is operating now at optimal level. There are more booklets than any demand at the moment. And we have put everything in place to maintain it that way. And let me have directly, whoever attempts to abuse the uniform and their position here and believe that they can exploit Nigerians. No. We are servants of the Nigerian people and we must dignify them. I can tell you now, and I'm categorical about it, and by the grace of God, there will be no booklet shortage again. It is clear that a few unscrupulous elements are undermining our efforts to reform the passport issuance process. They are the ones very quick to tell anyone that there are no booklets. They use this to extort and inflate prices. These tiny few continue to discriminate against those who applied online. And we want the applicants to come through them and the touts they operate with.
The minister con hail the comptroller, Rabi Garba and Governor Obaseki for the land where the government promised say the passport office go tanda put for Auchi in the next 6 months, say im go personally come to commission am.
And I want to thank the controller for reminding us of the land we had acquired since 2014. Immediately he mentioned it, I whispered to the governor, Governor, help me. He said, with the design approved by our system, he will build that place up in 6 months. I should have left him to announce it himself. He will still announce it, but he told me now. I asked him 3 times because I'm a serious man. I said, Obaseki, is that, he said, Rauf, it's a deal. If he has the design, he will build that station in 6 months. So what that means is that, though we have Benin City, Auchi station to service Benin. And what that means is that there will be no congestion anywhere for passport applicants. In 6 months, there will be Auchi. The land is there, it's secured. You will build it in 6 months. So, controller, liaise with your CG, let the design be out, take it in my name to the governor. And you have your Auchi center in 6 months, that is by December, that's what it means. Latest January, we wish to celebrate New Year. And I'll be here to personally, inshallah, commission it with him.
Ebo Sereme Obinome, TMC TV News.